Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities and assistance aspecting you, and even be able to look forward to the blessings coming your way. Now, I would love for you to help me to celebrate my birthday month by purchasing and reviewing my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition. If you like a thriller, it would definitely be an honor to have you read and review mine. And that would be a great birthday gift to see what you guys think. Now, Mentor Chatter Musings is spotlighting and honoring none other than author and creative artisan Latoya Chandler. Latoya Chandler is not only a brilliant writer, but she is a brilliant creator in general. Her products are unmatched, and I am a consumer of her, so I can attest to this. If you stop on by treasuresandspoils.com, you will see just what I'm talking about. Her candle line, her crystals. I mean, everything is just really exquisite. So I will be spotlighting her this month, going over her creations, her novels and things like that. So if you'd love to pick one up, you can stop by my page and definitely see the different ads and promotions for Latoya Chandler. Don't hesitate to stop by Diverse Shelves on Clubhouse. On Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can join the discussion to highlight new releases and find out about new releases that are coming out. I will definitely be there on Tuesday. I quite enjoy the group, so don't hesitate to stop by Diverse Shelves on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I See You Reading and Chatting on Facebook always has Freestyle Fridays on Friday. If you'd like to participate as an artist, don't hesitate to contact Ebony Evans. She's the president of I See You Reading and Chatting Book Club. On Thursday, you can check out Diamond's World because they will be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with author Aubrey Penn discussing her series Indigo Haze. I believe they're going through books 2 through 4. So if you've read this series, don't hesitate to join the discussion. Diane and Aubrey would love to see you there. Last but not least, be sure to check out the Intentional Life Club on Instagram. They have moved the platform on Clubhouse on a regular basis to Instagram. So don't hesitate to get with LaJill Hunt and the crew on the Intentional Life Morning Show if you intend to live an intentional life. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy your astrology and the tarot portion of your weekly reading. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know that you appreciate the content that I'm putting out. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the astrology portion of your reading for the week of October 31st. Now, this is going to be November the 4th, 5th, and 6th, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I've already attached the tarot from the last video to this one, just in case you need to hear the tarot again. So it'll be coming up after this. Make sure you like the channel or like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you like the content that I'm putting out. So let's get into it. On November the 4th, on Thursday, the sun is at 12 degrees. And this is a day where you might be making money, but it might cause for you to travel because of it. You might be working in your solitude and others might be vying for your affection. So be aware of issues cropping up. It could be a trying day within, money resources or partnership. Like you could be working really hard to generate some money or shared finances. And for you, Gemini, this is about work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others behind the scenes. Secret, sacrifice, solitude. You could be making some money by working in your solitude. If you have any placements in Scorpio or even Gemini, I'd say, or Taurus rather, between 9 and 15 degrees, okay? But you still could find yourself doing it by yourself, and your lack of interaction with people close to you could cause some conflicts. Now, the moon in Scorpio will square Saturn in Aquarius at 7 degrees, so a restriction or responsibility that can be a challenge. There's one that can be a challenge that morning. So it's going to have to do with your work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, where it's clashing with what you think and preach, education and skills. What you say, everybody at work might not agree with it. They might want to argue with you, especially if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Scorpio or Aquarius. It could be even some work that you're doing at work, and they're like, no, he's supposed to drive the high-low. I'm not supposed to drive the high-low. That's his responsibility, not mine. You know, it could be something like that as well that's popping up with that square there. Maybe you're required to do something you don't want to do. Maybe you hear some bad news long distance about someone's health that you work with. Maybe you have to travel a long distance. You know, it could be any of those things. Now, in the evening, whatever the restriction or responsibility is, something is hindering you from accomplishing a goal. Maybe you have to do something else. Maybe it's someone's jealousy that you work with that's stopping it, or somebody's hating on you. You know, it could be money motives making people uncomfortable. Any of those things could be causing that restriction at that 7-degree mark. So check to see if you have those placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Aquarius or Scorpio, because you can expect that to be coming your way if so. Now, that shock is still being illuminated between Scorpio opposing Uranus in Taurus. You know, you might get into a conflict that night because of your non-interaction, or maybe you're just really working hard. You know, a lot of things are cropping up and surprising you in the area of money. A lot of secret things in the background are coming up for you. And maybe you're having to work. You're having to put in a lot of work. So be mindful that if you have those placements between that 9 and 15 degrees of Taurus or Scorpio, this is aspecting you. Now, in addition to that, the new moon in Scorpio is radiating now. You can feel it even now. Even the next 2 weeks, you're going to feel it. Just like you're going to feel Mercury when Mercury moves in Scorpio, moves into Mercury moves into Scorpio on Friday, the next day. So I want to talk to you about the next basically 2 weeks, what you're going to experience because of the new moon, and for the next month, what you're going to experience because of Mercury, the planet of communication, coming to Scorpio where the new moon is. Okay, so we'll be talking about the same sectors being affected for both the new moon and the Mercury in Scorpio, your sector of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. You're already feeling the new moon, especially if you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees. Now, as far as Mercury moving into that area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, communication is going to start coming in to you about that area. And it's going to be going on for the next 30 days. So be mindful of what I'm about to tell you. You could possibly experience that for the next 30 days. Just make sure you're not fighting or arguing on Friday, because that initial jump into Scorpio, if you got those placements between 0 and 3 degrees, you're going to feel it off rip. Others won't feel it until it, Mercury gets closer to their degree. So let's talk about what you'll experience. Now, because of the moon being there and Mercury being there, even, on Friday, the next day, you're going to have assistance and opportunities communicated to you through you being of service to others, working on things you're passionate about, and generating shared finances for home and family. This will help your transformation and shared finances, okay, and send blessings to home and family, especially what you're working on behind the scenes and your solitude that you're sacrificing for, that could be secret, that people may be even shocked to find out about you. That's where you're having blessings come in, okay? In addition to that, things you're passionate about, sex and intimacy with your lover at home, will be wonderful, okay? Will get better. You know, that spark is coming there, especially with Venus in that area as well already. So in that area of shared finances. So that's going to be even better for you. You know, that passion is really going to heat up. You know, money kind of helps. Having money helps a lot. Stops a lot of arguments. But yeah, I'm sure it causes some too. But, you know, generally when people have money, they're happier. Now, let's see. If you have, that's why it's important to know that money is not the root of all evil. The obsession, love, or greed over money is the root of all evil. Okay, it's a difference. You can have money and be happy, and not be greedy and crazy. Okay, it's a difference. But anyway, I'll get off of that soapbox. Let's talk about the blessings you're going to be bringing in. You're going to be bringing in blessings through work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others by, or you're going to be working and putting yourself of service to others and bringing in money and resources. You're going to be working on things that you master or career and bringing in resources. Jobs are going to be offered to you. Okay. Health benefits, things in health, resources in health. You know, if you've been waiting for some resources to come in health and help you out, those will be coming in. All of those things will be aspecting you as far as blessings coming in that have to do with money and resources. So that's your area of Pisces and Cancer, trining that area of Scorpio. It's already been an aspect, but now with Mercury moving in, the communication is coming in about it. You're putting your skills to work now, so that money's coming. Okay. Now on, let me see, what else? Do you have a square? As far as what's squaring work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others is going to be siblings, communication, your networks of people, short distance travel. You could be putting a lot of energy into short distance travel. You could see a lot of delays during travel. You could get into arguments with a sibling or someone in your networks of people. People could be simply opposing what you think and preach. They don't, they're opposing your education and skills, arguing with you. Maybe you have to travel a long distance. I would watch travel across the board back and forth because you have those issues there. But since you have those issues being communicated to you about work, health, and daily routines and travel, you might want to get your car checked out. Make sure you have your oil changed. Make sure you have oil and gas in your car. Get your tune-up that you need, because it looks like you could have some type of car trouble or some type of travel snags and delays. So check your plane tickets, all that good stuff. Now on Friday, we've already talked about Mercury because it was, coming into Scorpio, because I coupled it with that new moon aspect. But now let's talk about the rest of Friday. Okay. The sun is in Scorpio at 13 degrees, and it says, don't tell anyone your business on Friday because you could be taken advantage of. If your health is a focus, or your health could be a focus, you want to go ahead and take care of it. Remember that area. I said communication is coming in that day where things are going to be squaring your health. You could get bad news about a sibling's health. You could get bad news about your health. You could get bad news about somebody who works with you health. And now you have to work more hours and drive back and forth, different things like that. If you have placements between 10 and 16 degrees, this is definitely aspecting you, okay? Now, you could dream up something beautiful that day. And that's between 10 and 6 degrees of Scorpio. I'd say Leo and Aquarius too, because those are the areas it squares. Now, you could come up with something that's a blessing early in the morning with Neptune and Pisces, your area of career and mastery, trining, bringing in a blessing to your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. You're putting yourself of service to others. Finally, you're working. If you have placements in Pisces or Scorpio between 17 and 23 degrees, whatever was blocking you before could be released. Okay, especially if it was your own laziness or inaction. Now it is Neptune and Pisces, so it could be, you having creative block with your talents and things like that. The moon in Scorpio is going to square Jupiter in Aquarius at 22 degrees. Now, Scorpio always squares Aquarius, okay? So this is always your sector of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, squaring your education and skills, what you think and preach. So you're always having to push harder and learn more, and probably travel as well and put energy into that. Now, with Jupiter there, the rivalries that have been cropping up, blocking your assistance and opportunities, are going to have some luck sprinkled there and kind of push that out the way. So let's hope luck wins out and you actually have some opportunity to work for someone at a distance from you, or express your education and skills and garner some type of opportunity or something like that. Okay, lucky opportunity because Jupiter's there. Now around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon in Vesta in Scorpio at 24 degrees will sextile. Wait, let me go back. When I talked about that lucky assistance and opportunity to your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, coming from long distance travel or someone at a distance from you, about what you think and preach, and you getting a chance to work, those are for placements in Scorpio or Aquarius between 19 and 25 degrees. Now, the next transit is at 1 p.m. The moon and Vesta are both in Scorpio at 24 degrees, sextile Pluto and Capricorn. So if you have any placements between 21 and 27 degrees of Scorpio or Capricorn, the devotion you have to your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others is garnering you some opportunity to generate some shared finances, to work on something you're passionate about, or forge a relationship. To work on something you're passionate about, to create new beginnings at work, to create the endings you want at work. Stop the jobs you don't want, start the jobs you do want. Passion with even someone at work or even a coworker. That's aspecting that's there and very possible for you. Okay. This is where you've continuously helped people too at work, maybe even brave, dangerous, or courageous situations, or worked some overtime, when you knew you were dead tired. Now you could be getting some kind of reward coming in and being offered an opportunity to generate some shared finances. Now, Friday, the last transit I want to talk about on Friday is Venus moving into Capricorn, which is your sector of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about. Okay, it's moving there at 0 degrees. So if you have placements between 0 and 3 degrees of Capricorn, or even 29 degrees of Sagittarius, you're going to feel this off rip. You're going to feel it as soon as Venus enters Capricorn. Now, this is where you, on the 5th, you need to use your intuition and insight to assess what's being said to you or brought to your attention about shared finances, about endings and new beginnings, about sex and intimacy. Okay, about the things that you're passionate about. Because now you're having fun with those shared finances. You're generating more shared finances, and you need to know what to do with it, with that money that you're having these successes in. If you're in a monogamous relationship, make sure that you stay in it. Make sure that you don't, go out cheating or anything, because those aspects are there, that you're going to have some coworkers around you that are going to be giving you opportunities to be passionate with them. During this time for the next 30 days, starting on November the 5th, you have opportunities in a career, not only to make money, but also to make, passion, with someone. So, be mindful that those opportunities are there. Now, as far as your blessings, those are all going to be secret and behind the scenes. Even with romantic partners, you might start dating somebody at work and you don't want everybody to know about it. You might find out a coworker likes you and you guys keep it under wraps. You got romance, creative endeavors, and children being, no. Oh, that's a square. Okay. So yeah, that's very true. Romance, creative endeavors, and children, because that square is there. You could definitely have someone at work that likes you and you guys are keeping it secret and under wraps, you and this friend. Maybe you also want to do things and have fun with shared finances and you don't have enough money to accomplish those goals. Or you're spending too much money on romance, creative endeavors, and children, and it's, it can be a problem or an issue. So you might want to make sure that you're watching it with the finances and you're not going overboard. Now, you have healing in the area of your goals. So with that, even though your transformation in shared finances and things like that is squaring your goals and your friends and social groups, you got Chiron in Aries and you've got Pluto in Capricorn. So a deep healing is being done to help you transform as far as your goals and your money is concerned. In addition to that, You will have blessings coming in behind the scenes that not everybody knows about in home and family. So money will be coming to you in home and family. Passion will be ramped up. Endings and new beginnings that are secret, closure coming in for you with home and family or pertaining to a home. You have so many things that are aspecting you, good things that are behind the scenes. Secret, sacrifice, and solitude. Of course, you may have to work in your solitude, but you're still generating shared finances by doing something that you're passionate about. Okay. Now, let's go to Saturday. This is a single transit. On Saturday, November the 6th, the sun is in Scorpio at 14 degrees. And this is a day that you're prompted not to play the blame game or the victim role, to learn and retain your lessons so you don't make the same mistakes again, to avoid copying others' work or whatever they're doing, okay? Don't pick the easy way out. It's an energy of plagiarism going around in your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. And being that it squares what you think and preach in your education and skills, before you decide to put something out, get it copywritten. You know, make sure your stuff is covered as far as your education and skills and what you work on. You already have also siblings and people in your networks of people, but people during short distance travel and at work opposing you. You know, so just make sure that you don't make the same mistakes with a sibling, the same mistakes with a neighbor, the same mistakes with someone in your networks of people. Make sure you're not allowing them to copy you or lie to you, plagiarize you, use your address, any of that stuff if they're not allowed to. If you have placements between 11 and 17 degrees of Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo, be very mindful of that. You have Jupiter in the area of Aquarius, so I think it'll be okay, but just make sure that you take care of your business, okay? And have those copyrights and things like that in place, watermarks on your work or whatever it is you need to do to secure that area. Now, even your health. Okay, make sure nobody's not giving you any fake medicine, or you're not taking the easy way out. You need to get some energy. So instead of going to sleep, you're just going to drink a bunch of Red Bulls. Don't do that. You know, be careful. Now, the moon in Sagittarius at 7 degrees will sextile Saturn in Aquarius at 7 degrees, which means a restriction or responsibility is being placed on you through an opportunity or some type of assistance that you're garnering someone else, okay? Or maybe even someone's garnering you, but they're saying you got to do this if you want me to help you, something like that. It's going to be about your relationships, okay? And the restriction is coming as far as what you think and preach, your education and skills. So someone in a relationship with you is allowing you or offering you to showcase your skills, to speak your truth, to show them what you can do as far as your education and skills or what you got, okay? Now, this is like a decision that could have been put off or ignored. I want you to think about it. If it's coming now, what restriction is going to be placed on you? Is it worth it? Could you get in trouble? Could you get locked up? Could you wind up in the hospital in your solitude? What responsibilities will weigh on you? You know, do you have to work in your solitude too much and take time away from home and family? Is it worth it? I want you to ask yourself that. If you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Sagittarius or Sagittarius or Aquarius, on Saturday, you can expect this to be a questions on the table for you. Now, the moon in Sagittarius will trine Chiron in Aries around 9 degrees, bringing in a blessing of healing to your area of Sagittarius. There's also a sextile to Ceres and Gemini, offering assistance and opportunities. So not only do you have a blessing coming in through your partnerships that are assisting you and helping you to heal the area of goals, the area of social groups, the area of friends, but you also have an opportunity to nourish yourself in the process. Now, this is tempting. Remember, the South Node is in Sagittarius, so a lot of your relationships are thinking more on a greed level. How can they get over? How can they shirk you, short you money, or not pay you what you're worth? All of those are still aspecting because the South Node is there. So, although healing is coming where someone has been courageous, still check the authenticity of everything. Look at every side of the coin. Make sure this person is being on the up and up with you. Make sure if you're signing contracts or something like that, you're reading them over. Make sure that you're having, someone check them over for you. Make sure that, let's see. You have your copyrights and things, like I said, if somebody wants to see some of your works. Success can be short-lived with this aspect. Whatever's coming in Saturday that's feeling real good and healing you through your, healing yourself through goals and all that stuff. If you have placements in Gemini, Sagittarius, or Aries between 6 and 12 degrees, I would be very mindful of it, because your success can be short-lived, and then it can turn into future catastrophic losses if you're not paying attention to every side of the coin and considering every perspective. At the same time, the moon in Sagittarius will be squaring Pallas and Pisces at 9 degrees. So your talents can bring you an opportunity. But like I said, I have to say, I just really don't like the aspects of the opportunity. Even though it's coming in career, and you're being offered to use your talents and things like that through a relationship, is the person not shady? Do you know the person? What's their track record? I want you to look at all of that. Make sure this is what you really want, okay? Gemini, God bless you. Stay tuned for the tarot portion that's coming up next. And I'll see you next week. Bye now. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Ira Taranic here with the tarot portion of your reading for the week of October 31st. Now, your week is being permeated by the Tower card. So there's some shock, something being revealed, something crumbling and ending. It could be any of those things, because the Tower card, it can be about harsh endings, or it can just be about a surprise, something that comes as a shock to you. Your first situation that you have is the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is somebody who is definitely intuitive, okay, uses her intuition. Well, the cards are non-gender, but it's a woman on the card, but the cards are non-gender, just so you know. She takes care of her deeper needs. She's very insightful, sensitive. She advises you to take care of yourself and others. There's emotional balance here. It's an intuitive person. This could be you if you're moon or rising water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, or this could be someone you're dealing with. If this is about a new romance offer, you need to contemplate it, okay? Because in situations of love, you need to take a grounded approach. So, you also might be listening to music as well, okay? And taking time to reflect even through music, music messages in music. But you're waiting for some type of offer, some type of money, or some type of payout that you've manifested, maybe even coming from a water sign person. That is what, what you're waiting on. Now you have the Six of Cups here, and that's about nostalgia, maybe even remembering a relationship or friendship from the past, or this is about some type of friend or relationship from the past aspecting, because you got the Lover's card permeating that upside down, and that's like a misalignment of values that you and this past partnership, or this friend, or whoever this person is that's either in your past or from the past, or you've known this person. It's not a new person. You are there, your values are misaligned. There's disharmony in the relationship, or commitment issues. Maybe even you've broken up with someone, or they've broken up with you, okay? Somebody would rather pull away than work on the difficulties, but this is for your own good, okay? Whatever this is. Now, the Queen of Swords is what's aspecting on top, explaining things, but it's upside down. So that's moodiness or ruthlessness, like a piercing force of negativity. So either you are being, you are around somebody who's a piercing force of negativity, or this is an energy that's self-obsessed or cruel. Yeah, and that negativity or self-obsession can make you lose out in a negotiation. Okay, this is dealing with, okay, this is the Queen of Swords upside down. So this is you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's air sign. This is an energy that does not care about the feelings of others that are under her or around her. Somebody looks like somebody's walking away from you because of either your negativity, your cruelty, um, or something like that. It's somebody from the past. Yeah. Or you're walking away from someone who you feels who's very negative, and you feel like you're just going to lose out in the situation. And yeah, you're some type of love relationship or some type of partnership from the past. Okay. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, someone, a rising sign person as well. And maybe it's a shock to you that this person is wanting to leave, or that you're wanting to leave. Now, you also have the Empress card. The Empress card talks about stable relationships. She's fertile. She's abundant. She is, just a good omen for stable relationships. But it looks like you are feeling like you're being deceived in some way. Like you need to like there's a lack of trust in the situation. There's some lack of trust in a situation with a Empress person. Either you're the Empress or the other person is the Empress. But there's a lack of trust in the situation. And clarifying the card is the King of Cups. The King of Cups talks about emotional balance, problem solving, being a negotiator. It's a calm energy. Maybe it's a water sign person, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, who you feel like there's something going on that's in the situation. Something is being kept from you. There's some type of dishonesty in a situation, maybe even between an Empress and a King of Cups. Maybe you feel like it's a couple of people lying to you, like in a relationship, a husband and wife or something like that. You feel they're deceiving you or being deceptive towards you. Okay. But there's some type of deception in the mix. And yeah, there's some type of deception in the mix, or some type of truths that are not being told or something like that. Just keep your wits about you in this situation. But that's definitely aspecting you with this Empress and this King of Cups. Some type of dishonesty, lies, or truths being held back or something like that. Now, your challenge and advice is permeated by the win and public recognition card, the Six of Wands. So it's talking about some type of win or public recognition. Now, what the challenge is keeping you from getting this win or public recognition is within a partnership with a Queen of Pentacles. Now, you could be a Queen, you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo person. Okay, so you could be the Queen of Pentacles, rising or moon. And in that case, it would be just talking about you being stable in your finances and stuff like that. You being a good provider, a businessman or woman. So this could be you within a partnership, or this could be talking about you in a partnership with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo partnership with them, and you feeling like there's some type of deception in the mix or dishonesty in the mix. And that's what's holding things back. The deception and honesty that's going on from this Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo person, or you feel that, or somebody is, or maybe you feel like somebody is being dishonest with you within a partnership. It doesn't have to be the Queen of Pentacles person. It could just be about finances. Maybe you feel like somebody's lying to you about finances, and you got to keep your wits about you. Somebody's keeping some finances from you or lying to you about some finances, and that's keeping you from getting your public recognition and your win. Your advice is to use all of the tools you have at your disposal, to collaborate with friends, or have that renewed connectedness with friendships, and create new friendships is what it's telling you to do. They could be short-lived. It could be just having some fun, releasing some steam, but it's asking you to use the tools you have at your disposal in your communication to to collaborate with friends, or, you know, meet new friends, meet new people, meet new lovers. Okay, because it's the Knight of Cups. That is what that's what is aspecting you. God bless you guys, and like and subscribe. I'll see you next week. Bye now.